All right, so we do have some green here. Yesterday's show that explained that the bottom probably is confirmed, and the longs that I gave you in the private community, which is completely free, is actually paying off. So I do have this long open. It is flying. The question really is, should you trust this pump, and is this pump even sustainable? Now, very important, yesterday on these daily updates, if you don't know who I am, my name is Fefe. I've been in crypto since 2016. I'm trading. I'm giving you everything for free in the community and on here in the channel every single day. I do have these daily updates drop. It's 5-10 minutes. What I say is that if you want to come along with the ride, watch these updates every day, 5 minutes, and also make sure that you join in the community in the description. Now, in here I said that this is what I believe is going to happen. Yesterday's update I said we are probably going to push into this daily OB, 1 hour order block, which is a supply zone, which is a potential rejection area, and we need to see how the market will react. This is exactly what happened. So we pushed into this region, and it seems like that it's rejecting, but this is where it's tricking you. The rejections usually happen like this. Like you have a retrace into an OB, and then you have a clear rejection, and then you go lower. Or like this, you have a push, a clear rejection, and you go lower. Here, there is no clear rejection. Why? Because the bottom is actually this one. This is the actual bottom that is something that we should play on the lower time frames. And these are not that relevant. You could consider it as weak, but it's not that relevant. Not even to mention that if you look here and you actually pull the Fibonacci, it should come down to the 50%, as I always say. So this is perfectly aligned. This level down here at about 3.33 trillion on the total market cap, perfectly aligned with a potential continuation. As I said, rejections happen like this. Very strong rejection. But also if you can look here, like when you come back to an OB, look at this. Here is the order block, right? You climb all the way back to the order block, and you have a clear rejection. You have a push and a rejection, a retrace, and even the retrace has a strong rejection. Usually this is how these things happen. So if you look here, what you see here is exactly the opposite. Now, if you want to see a reversal and a rejection here on this hourly OB, this is going to be crucial, right? So again, like I updated you in the community, and I said that we have a feeling that we close above the 1 hour, but rather be safe than sorry. Took a hedge short, so I do have this hedge short running here up 2.5 grand. The reason why I did that is because if we start rejecting here, I still want to take the upside on that and minimize my losses. And there was a potential for some kind of pullback, which is happening now. But if we want to see a rejection here, it has to be a clear rejection, at least on the 15-minute chart. How does that look? Simple. Now that we're building up liquidity, now that we're doing this, a lot of people are shorting. Why? Because it's simple. 1 hour high seems to be a rejection short, and they place their stop losses here and here and here and here and here. And so they are thinking, okay, I'm shorting the market and I'm gonna be safe with these stop losses. And the market will probably start falling. I would imagine. I'm not a fortune teller, but I would imagine. If it falls, these people are gonna leverage even more. And this liquidity that is going to build up here is the perfect setup to push higher. Now, very important, I always tell you, you always have to trade with the trend. Okay, by the way, nothing is financial advice, you do whatever you want to do, but you always have to trade with the trend. Now, if I take a long here, I take it because we're down on the weekly, so I'm actually trading the weekly trend, but you can't really trade it on the 15 minutes. This should be a scalp. I should close it. I know I'm up 30 grand in this position. I should be closing it, but I'm not. The reason why I'm not closing it is because this is exactly how reversals happen. It is risky to leave the position open because we can simply just reject like this and not even come back. Like we can have something like this, but it's played out a little bit longer time and reject on the bottom here, and then we just nuke lower. Can't happen. I can go back down to zero with this trade. Can't happen. The reason why I still have this urging me to leave it is because this looks good. And now let me explain why this looks good. I always tell you that if the price crawls into or accumulates below a 1 hour any supply zone, usually that's accumulation, there is going to be a manipulation, and there's going to be a rejection. This is the exact same thing I explained on the channel here when this happened. I said, guys, look at this, it's accumulating right before this lower time frame OB. It wicked through, it rejected, it crawled back again into this higher time frame, and then rejected, and then back and full rejection. So what I'm trying to say here is that every time when you see a rejection like this, every time when you see a crawl up like this, that is usually rejection. The difference here, that it wasn't really a crawl up. Like this thing literally just went almost to the top of the OB, almost to the top of this 1 hour supply zone, and slowly coming down. It's not like it went all the way up, it had a liquidation, an initiation, and then it's gonna nuke. It's kind of slowly creeped up there, and now it's coming down on the stairs. It went up with the elevator, and it's coming down on the stairs. And because it's almost at the top of this OB, if this was happening here, I would close it. I would close it because it's happening below the OB, can manipulate into that. I would probably close my longs. But because it came all the way up here, and it's coming down from there, I think there is no reason for me to close the long positions, and I actually think that this is going to be the reversal. So where do I see the market going? Potentially, we can just rip through here. But potentially, what I would like to see from the market structure point of view is to come a little bit down here, like 3.34 trillion, maybe even wick through something, show a market structure shift, and then push. And once we close above the 346, I think this thing is going to rip. Like I think it's going to go like very quick because there's a lot of built up shorts, a lot of liquidity, whatever. So I think if we break above and close above on the hourly chart at 346, I think it's a matter of maybe hours or maybe days to get to 364. So if we get there, that's the level that I'm probably going to take my longs and just close them. I have a take profit level on Sol at 180, I believe it is. Let me just see. I think it's 184. Yeah, that's my take profit. But in general, this is what I'm expecting. So TLDR, the market structure looks incredible. Yes, on the 1 hour chart, we should see a rejection. Why? Because we are coming up to the 1 hour OB, but there is always going to be a reversal. The weekly OB that we've seen here is a very strong level. We could see the beginning of the retrace from here. That means I need to look for a lower time frame structure. I did find that 4-pointer structure. If you haven't seen the video yesterday, go and check this out and come back for another one tomorrow. Turn the bell notifications on this channel. And now the next leg is basically this. This needs to have a 50% pullback. I do think we are going to have that, and then push higher. If we push without the pullback, that's also possible. That's even better because that means we're gonna come back to the 3.44 later, and then we have a chance of pushing even higher. So this is what I'm seeing. Liquidity is clearly building up. If we start dumping New York, I'll be very happy. If we start pumping New York, I'm not gonna be that happy because that can mean that we still come up here and then reject. It can still happen until we have a close above the 3.46. We can still come up and reject, but I don't think that is the play. I think that we're going to come a little bit lower and then just incredibly push higher. That's what I want to see. We'll see how it goes, and that's it. The bots are getting back to where they should be. Some of them are still down. Some of them are breaking even. We've got the Link bot up. We've got the 𝗏𝗏 a little bit down, but it was down massively. Arrow up 22%. Cake down. 𝗬𝗏 down bad. We've got Hype up. So these are, I think, again, I told you that I'm expecting the final big push, and I'm positioning myself with the bots, so they are always in the market. If you want to copy these bots, I do have settings that you can just simply, there's a link in the description. You can just simply click and go, and you will be able to copy the bots, and you can also get a $1,000 sign-up bonus if you sign up using my link. One more thing, we are debating with Ren. We are debating on Sunday. It is going to be here on this channel. So it's going to be Sunday, 3:30 UTC. We're going to debate about the fact that whether the bull market is over. Ren is taking shots at me. Is like, you know, Fefe just told me he thinks the market can go either up or down. So he sold his pullbacks. He's so confused, and I just tweeted today, you were confused why I was long yesterday. Does this help? The reason why I'm long is because I'm playing the market. Ultimately, I think that we're gonna have a final push. I'm gonna sell the remaining spot bags. Or the other side, which he doesn't understand now, we're gonna go through it Sunday, is that we can easily have a nuke from here, but that's a very good opportunity because I'm just gonna layer back in and we're not gonna reject from the highs. I explained all this in this video. This is going to be the why the bull market is over. And this is going to be part 2. So you can watch both of them. Click here to subscribe and come back for another one tomorrow. Link in the description. Join in the community so I can update you whenever something happens, and come back every single day. Dedicate this 10 minutes. It's for you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.